Hey, my name is Willy Minnix, and today I want to teach you how to play lead mandolin. Well, if you can believe this is actually the third time I've recorded this video in the last couple days. I've had nothing but grief with my software and my computer, so hopefully this will go well and you can get to see how to play lead on the mandolin. I want to go back in this video to some classical music that you may or may not know. If you're a bluegrass person, this stuff may be new to you. If you are a classical person, you'll be like, okay, well, that's just something I already know. Well, go to the next video. But in this month, in April, I'm going to cover some techniques that are used by Mozart. He has a piece, it's called the 12 Variations on A Vous Dire Je Maman, which we know it as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Or something like that, but you know, most people play it on the piano. One of the things that he does is he has 12 different variations where he expands that melody and makes it more and more interesting. And you might ask, well, how does that relate to lead playing? Well, lead playing is a technique where a lot of people think is just stringing a whole bunch of lead licks together and coming up with a musical statement, you know, if they want to call it that, and build off of all the other licks that they've learned. A really good lead player, what sets them apart is that they are making musical statements that are unique and different. So I want to reference you to John Popper of Blues Traveler's video on how to play the harmonica, and he discusses this in great detail about how you want to make a statement with what you play, whether it's the mandolin or the tuba. It doesn't matter what it is. Just make sure you're making a statement so that when you're putting lead licks together, it actually makes sense. And I'm all for stringing licks here. That's why I have my Lick of the Week videos that come out every week. But I want you to be able to be coherent about it. And one of the things that beginning musicians often face is they get their chance to solo, and all of a sudden they get to the end of their solo and they're not done with their lick, and they don't really know what to do. So you need to know how to make a phrase. Now, music works a lot like speech. Speech has words, parts of words, sentences, paragraphs. Well, music is kind of like that. Your licks kind of can be brought together to make a sentence, a musical phrase. You know, and that phrase should make sense. It should say something. It should go somewhere. It should make some sort of a statement. And that's what you want to do when you play. There are techniques, though, that Mozart used that are classical techniques that you can use as well to come up with new ideas and new licks and new ways of playing something. And I want to talk about each video for this month. I'm going to talk about a different technique that Mozart used. And sometime between now and the next video, your homework is to go and listen to Mozart, listen to John Popper, and then come back next week and we will continue up where we left off this week. But the first thing that I want to talk about is a technique called descending motion of the melody. So if you have a melody line or a lick that goes upwards in pitch, all right, something like that, you can flip it around the other way and go in reverse. And that would be descending motion. So take some of the licks that you've learned, you know, maybe a lick like that, and go backwards with it. Or maybe do something like that. You're just changing it around using the descending techniques. Maybe you do that. So instead of going, it's a similar lick, but you've altered it and now it's something new. So that's descending motion. Check that out. Come back and let me know what you think about Mozart. And we'll continue to talk more about what he does in some of the following videos from here. Also, let me know what you think about, I guess it's this way, the what I'm trying to do here. I've got a little camera with a fisheye lens to try to help you see what I'm picking, because a lot of you use a pick and some of you want to learn how to finger pick. So there you should be able to see some of what I'm doing here. And then over here I'm trying to keep this in focus with this camera so you can see what is going on in that hand. And maybe I can set it up to where I can rotate between the different pictures or the different screenshots, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I will figure that out and get back to you. Anyway, God bless you. You have a good week. We'll see you in the next video. And if you like what you hear, please tell your friends, like them, subscribe, share it on Facebook, do whatever you want to with it. Have a good day.